This week I went to the Australian Open to watch the best men's, women's and quad wheelchair tennis players in the world compete to advance in the tournament. It was a really fun day out and I'll show you what I got up to. I went during the second week of the tournament when the wheelchair tennis started, and I went with my mate George, and we went to watch Heath Davidson, who's Australia's best quad player, and he won pretty comfortably. We then went to watch Niels Vink, who's the #1 quad player in the world from the Netherlands. He moves really well and very fluidly, which is really nice to watch. Niels eventually won the game pretty comfortably in 2 sets. After that, we moved to a different court to watch the men's open singles. We watched Takashi Sonata and he took on the world #1 Alfie Hewitt from the UK. Alfie got it done in 2 sets, but it was pretty tight in the second one. On that same court, the next game involved a coin toss from Sonny, who's the newest wheelchair ball kid, if anyone's heard about that. I think it's a really great initiative they're doing because I was a ball kid back in the day and it was a really great experience. So I'm really happy they're extending that opportunity to people in a wheelchair. This match was another open men's singles between Gerard of Belgium and De La Puente from Spain. We then watched some women's singles with Didi de Groot, Zhen Zhenju and Dana Mathewson to finish off the day. So you might be wondering what you can do apart from watch the tennis. Well, there are various food and drink spots around and it's pretty lively, as well as a few random activities you can do. There's also some free stuff, so I got some sunscreen and some resistance bands, which are pretty cool. There's also this really weird Nadal sculpture you can check out. Something important I wanted to touch on was accessibility at the Australian Open this year. At all of the outside courts there are ramps so you can access the courts and the stands. There's also accessible seating if you need it at the front of the court so you can always get a good view of the match. In the show courts and the arenas there's also a designated spot for wheelchair users and people who need special seating, so they can always get a good view of the match no matter what. There's also a ramp that runs the entire length of the complex, so you can get from one end to the other end without the need for stairs or a lift, which is really nice. So that was my experience watching the Australian Open wheelchair tennis this year. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next week.